Talk to me. Are you okay?
Baby.
Bro, you good?
Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. I'm actually really feeling myself right now.
You got it, girl, you got it. I don't even wanna go around. Trips that you plan for the next whole week. Been so long for niggas so cheap and your flex so deep, and sex so deep.
If you're bored and you want to see how I cut my hair like this, then keep on watching.
Hey you guys, so I'm gonna be cutting my hair. So what I'm gonna start off by doing is I'm basically combing out my wet hair. I went ahead and parted my hair straight down the middle, and I'm basically just trying to get my hair as smooth or as flat as I can get it. So I'm really just kind of going over it with the comb until I feel like there's absolutely no tangles. I was also trying to focus in the areas where my ears are, to make sure that no hair gets caught. Right here I'm actually taking down my part all the way down to the back of my neck, and just parting my hair into 2 sections. For those who may be following along with me at home, make sure you put on a lit playlist before you start working on your hair, because let me tell you, this shit is not quick. It takes a very long time to do this, especially if you give somewhat of a shit about your hair. You really want to make sure you're taking your time with every step. Alright, so now that I have my playlist going, basically what I did here is I took the rat tail end of my hair and kind of just parted a little, I'd say maybe like a 2.5 inch section in the front area of my face, and I'm taking a really small hair tie and kind of just tying it at the bottom. I'm going to be doing this little ponytail trick that I actually saw in a YouTube video of this girl cutting her own hair. So basically I'm just kind of doing this throughout my head, and I'm just making sure the parts are like, or the sections are about the same size, and I'm just kind of combing through them just to make sure there's absolutely no tangles. And I'm basically going to be doing the same thing throughout my head. Basically the technique I'm doing is I'm just trying to make sure, for the most part, that all the little sections I'm making sure that the hair tie is, all the hair ties throughout my hair are going to be in the same level, if that makes sense. So what the hair ties are going to do are basically they're going to work as a guide for me. So I'm kind of just going to place them about where I want to cut. And also it's just gonna make it easier. This is just something that kind of helps when you're cutting your own hair. This is the first time I'm trying the ponytail technique. The other times in my life I've actually cut my hair, I would just do it just freehand. But since my hair is a little bit on the shorter side than what I'm used to, I thought this would be the best technique to cut my hair, being like that it's kind of like a mid-length. It's not like long enough to where I can just like freehand it. So yep, that's pretty much what I'm doing here. And then obviously you're going to do the same thing to the other side, and then just make sure you don't have any hair caught on your ear. So what I did do on the sections closest to my ear was I parted 2 sections. I did one in the front side of my ear, and then I parted the second part right behind my ear, so that way the hair kind of lays as flat as I can get it. Also, what I discovered after doing the ponytail technique is the ponytails in the farther section of your head in the back, because you're pulling that hair forward, that hair typically is going to be a little bit longer than the other pieces, even if you cut them exactly straight across. Also, it did kind of give a little bit of a V effect, so if you don't mind that, that's what you should anticipate when you do the ponytail thing as well. So now that we have our little ponytails, I'm just kind of making sure all the hair ties are even, and then I'm going to be taking my hair cutting shears. I got these at Sally's. They were super cheap. I think they were only like $6. So I'm basically just starting from the back, and I'm just basically just going to be cutting the tips of my hair underneath where I place the hair ties. Also, just to let you guys know, I didn't realize until after I started cutting my hair that I wasn't supposed to have cut my hair straight across. Of course, that's just personal preference, but if you don't want really chunky ends, probably the better technique to have used was to do like a straight up and down point cut, I guess that's what you would call it, just so that way the cut isn't so blunt at the bottom. So I didn't know that, so I was just chopping away. I didn't even think about it. So I ended up going back and feathering it out at the end. So the main goal here that I was trying to accomplish was just to cut off my A-line, since the front section of my hair is a little bit longer than the back. I just wanted it to be even for the most part. So yeah, and then this is me tripping out that I really just chopped my hair off by myself. So just for future reference, if you guys do decide to actually cut your hair, tell yourself from the beginning that if you mess up, it's just hair. It'll grow back. That's literally what I had to keep telling myself so I wouldn't start crying. It ended up turning out pretty cute, but yeah, I'm just saying.
Dude, what's wrong? Are you having a mental breakdown?
No.
Talk to me, are you okay?
Very.
You want to talk about this?
Also, just to let you guys know, in a few seconds, I'm going to be talking like a little chipmunk. I had to fast forward the sound because I had music playing in the background. So, yeah, I'm aware that I sound like a little chipmunk. But I wanted to be able to explain to you guys what I was doing.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
You need help, man?
That was the last piece. From this point on, I'm pretty much just gonna do like what I feel is right. So, since they are kind of, I do have thick hair, the little chunks, I didn't cut them exactly across. So I'm just gonna like even all of them out. And I still don't want it to be like super straight. I am gonna feather the ends, kind of like this, in a little bit, but I just wanted to get it like, you know, I wanted the A-line to be gone. That was like my main thing. Also, I am anticipating it being like not 100% perfect, which I don't really care because, to be honest, I don't really have the money to go and get my hair professionally fixed anyways, which is why I'm trying to do it myself. I come out acting like I'm a professional or something. I honestly don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just doing what I think is right. What are you doing? What are you doing in the snack? In the snacks?
I belong here. You're having a mental breakdown for sure.
No, I'm not.
Can you find out you're having a mental breakdown?
Let me find out I'm cutting my own hair.
Let me find out you're having a Britney Spears moment.
I am having a Britney Spears moment. I've already told myself if I fuck my shit up, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm one of those people, like, I'd rather do something myself if I can do it. Little things like this, I honestly don't mind doing myself. Like, I kind of would rather do it myself, even though I have no idea what I'm doing, than to pay somebody to, like, fuck me up, which I have. I mean, the last time I got my hair cut, the girl who actually braids my hair, she actually, which, her name's Belinda, and she just had a baby, so I'm sure she'd appreciate a little shout out. Not that I have hella clout or anything, she has more clout than me, but I'll put her IG name in the description. But she cut my hair in my A-line, and it looked so cute. Like, I had my hair short, I think a few months, well, I had it short once upon a time, and I got it cut at Ulta, and I liked it. I liked the feeling of having short hair, but I'll tell you guys a story maybe later about why I cut my hair short when my hair was like so long before. But I was getting it cut and trimmed at Ulta, and I wanted them to give me an A-line, and I wanted like short hair, And I was doing like a lot of research, and like I wanted it, or well, I didn't do a whole lot of research the first time I cut it, so I didn't really know what to ask for. I think I just asked the girl to cut it like up to my shoulders, and I just wanted it like kind of like layered at the bottom, but enough to where I could still put it in a ponytail. And the girl was like, okay, and she did exactly what I asked for, which I wish I would have did more research at the time, the first time I cut it, because it ended up looking very like mature, like mom-ish, which wasn't really like what I was going for. So it looked cute, but it just wasn't what I wanted necessarily. So then I went home and I basically did like research on like what type of haircut I wanted, and then I learned that what I really wanted was a little bit of layers, but more so like longer in the front, and then I wanted it feathered at the bottom. So that's what I asked for the second time I went back, and then it ended up so cute. So that's what I would just like make sure to ask for every time. But the more recent time I got my hair professionally cut, the girl Belinda, I showed her some pictures, and she pretty much just let me know like, okay, which I appreciate, because I know there's a lot of like professionals who, well, not professionals, they are professionals, but like there's a lot of professionals who will, you know, he'll break down exactly what you want, and you know, I would expect the person doing the service for you to let you know if like what they're asking for is going to look good on them or not. Or not that it's going to look good on them, but that it's going to be like if what you're asking for, obviously we go into like a salon or wherever it is that we're going to get a service, we assume that that person, the professional, knows more than us. So if we go in there like with this like vision of something, and for whatever reason like something that we're asking for is just like not going to work, not because it's not going to look good on us, but just, you know, it's their responsibility, I feel, to let you know, like, you know, if they have any suggestions. So if you come in with a general idea of what you want, if something's not going to work, it's their responsibility to let you know, like, hey, you know, okay, so you want to do this, right? Okay, so this part, I think what we should do is this, because it's going to look more flattering, or, you know, whatever. Like, that's what you want their, like, opinion. Obviously, if you go up in there like, oh, I have corkscrew curly hair and I want it cut straight across, they're going to be like, I think you should put like layers or like something, you know, like they're gonna give you some type of like suggestion, you know what I mean? So that's what I feel like that's what I expect, at least, since I don't fucking know what I'm doing. So if I do my own research and I feel like it's something that I want, like I said, my hair or my face or my body or whatever is in the hands of that professional. So if I'm in the wrong, I'm gonna need you to put me in my place and tell me, like, you know, you need to not do that, because that's not, you're gonna be mad about it, and I would like respect that. So anyways, long story short, Belinda cut my hair hella cute, and she made her little like suggestions, and I was like, okay, you know what, like, let's do it, and it came out exactly the way they wanted. Okay, it's a little shorter in the front, but I'm not really, hold on, let me comb the whole thing out before I start giving my opinion. I think I'm gonna have to wet my hair again too if I want to kind of do any finishing touches, because my hair is kind of getting a little dry. Oh my god, it looks so, I need some kind of like texture, like I can't do it straight.
Okay, so this is how my hair is looking from the back. So it did kind of create a little bit of that V shape, which I personally don't really mind, so I'm not gonna mess with that a whole lot. Next, I'm just basically gonna be going over my hair and just kind of point cutting throughout my head, just to kind of give me some texture so the bottom doesn't look so thick.
Okay, is it just me, or am I giving you guys like Velma vibes?
No.
I'm definitely gonna need to, okay, see how it's like a little longer? I kind of like that, so I'm really gonna have to go through, just because I'm not about to like try to figure out how to layer my hair. That's like doing too much for the length it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the bathroom and wet it a little bit more, and then I'm just gonna start like, so it doesn't look so like thick and like, okay, hopefully that's straight. So I'm separating the two. Watch it, I'm gonna watch the videos I'm editing. It's gonna be all like, I'm also just make a straight line, it's all. Okay, so, okay. I like how I'm all, oh my god. I'm pinching it with my fingers super tight. This is what I saw somebody do. And I'm basically just gonna turn my scissors from this way to this way, and then just kind of trim. Starting off like at a very low section, like probably about like half a centimeter Probably like from the tips.
So I think it was about here was when I started to cut sideways again, and this is where I messed up because this is where my hair started to get super short. So you're probably gonna see me doing that off and on for the rest of the video. So that's how I started to get carried away, but it kind of came together at the end. But yeah, so just wanted to kind of mention that. So I'm pretty much doing what I did to that first section to all of my hair. So I pretty much just kept cutting until I felt like I was satisfied with how that section looked. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing the rest of the time. Also, I had to switch areas where I was cutting my hair because my phone kept falling. So but yeah, so I'm pretty much, like I said, I'm just point cutting. So what I wouldn't recommend is just turning the scissors back horizontally and just like cutting it straight across. I'm gonna be doing that like so many times throughout me cutting my hair, but that's where I learned, or that's what I learned is like not good to do, because you're just gonna keep taking off more and more length, and if that's not really what you want to do, you want to just stick to the point cutting technique. Just trust me, just don't, once you get the length you want, don't even flip those scissors over and cut again, because I don't know what made me think that that's what I needed to do, but yeah, just learn from my mistakes and don't do that once you're satisfied with the length. So once I was finally satisfied with how that half of my hair turned out, I did the exact same thing on the other side. I parted off little sections and then feathered them out. There is a part where I'm going to be combing both sections together just so I can make sure that it's even on both sides. So at this point, I've pretty much already chopped off more length than I wanted to at first, so I'm kind of just trying to copy what I did on this side as I did on the first side.
I just like the sound.
So now I'm finally done cutting. So I'm basically just making sure that all the shorter pieces are even and as symmetrical as I can get them on both sides. This is probably the best it's gonna get. So I mean, I know in reality it's probably not gonna be like perfect, but this is the best that I was personally capable of getting it, I think. So yeah, like I said, I'm kind of just going over it and just making sure that all of the ends throughout my hair feel for the most part the same. I kind of went back and just like feathered out any pieces I felt were like a little too chunky and thick still, but for the most part that's pretty much it. So I went ahead and started straightening my hair now that the cut is finally done, just so I can get a better idea of how it's looking, to see if there's anything I need to even out, or you know, just do any finishing touches I need to do. Also, I wanted to see actually like what it came out to look like. Obviously my hair is like kind of curly, kind of wavy, and it was like dry towards the end, so I kind of wanted to see like if I even did anything close to what I was aiming for. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and be straightening my hair really quick, and then I'll show you guys how it ended up looking with some product thrown in there.
I just like the sound.
I can't believe I cut my hair. Okay, so this is how it looks now that it's straight. I'm still probably gonna hit up the girl who cuts my hair and tell her to like fix it, but I feel like it looks a little mature for me, but
Mom.
shut up. I don't know why it came out like this, but it doesn't look bad. It's just not really like what I would prefer, but it's alright for now. Like I said, I just wanted to cut like the long pieces. I kind of just got like carried away and then had to like fix it, but I don't know what to do now. Like I'm just gonna have to wait a little bit. Like, I'm not like hella mad at it, but I'm gonna have to wait a little bit to I wanted to see how some bangs would look. When I had my hair clipped up, I was low-key kind of thinking like,
what if I just no
how would I look with bangs? I used to have bangs, but I never, it's been like a very, very long time. Maybe let me put some texture spray. Maybe that'll make it look better. See, this is kind of what I didn't want, is it to look like chunky at the bottom, but
I just like the sound.
I don't know, maybe I just gotta figure out how to like style it in the meantime. It does look better with texture spray actually. You guys, this is actual footage of me lying to myself. Like, I really thought that texture spray would help.
I just like the sound.
It didn't really turn out the way that I wanted, like, at all. Oh well. At least I have healthy ass hair now. I can figure out how to style it and make it look more like something that I would actually like wear. I think I'm gonna either like take pictures, or I'll show you guys how my hair looks in the over the next few months, because I actually got this from my boyfriend. It's the Color Proof Bio Repair. I'm gonna start using this and see if it actually I mean, I know it actually works. I've actually used it before, but I've never used it to grow my hair lengthwise. I only used it to help me to grow out my hair. I don't know if you can actually see it, but I had a little bald spot once and I was trying to have my hair, oh yeah, I think I don't know, somewhere in there, but I had a little bald spot for a few months, and I had to go to the doctor and see what they could give me to fix it. And then they gave me steroids and it didn't really do anything. So I started using this, and I would basically put it on that little spot where I was missing hair, and my hair grew back the next day. Obviously not the length it was, but I started to see little stubby hairs. So I know it works. So now that my hair is short AF, I'm gonna use this and just take pictures of my hair. Maybe I'll mark my calendar on this day, I'll check it next month, and then kind of just keep showing how my hair looks. Like this video if this was entertaining, and yeah, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and let me know if you guys cut your hair or did something crazy during the quarantine like I did, because I feel like everybody's kind of just not knowing what the fuck to do with themselves. You guys, it's a different day. I'm trying to talk a little quiet because my boyfriend is taking a nap right now, but this is post haircut update. It's been a couple days and I'm actually having a good hair day, and I'm really feeling how it looks. I wasn't really liking how it would look. It looked kind of stacked, because when I was doing more research after I recorded that video, a lot of people were saying that, well, basically I learned that I fucked up by kind of just cutting it straight across. I should have cut the ponytails at an angle like I was the rest of it. But I just wanted to make a little video and tell you guys, or not tell you guys, but kind of show you guys how it looks. At first I was not feeling it whatsoever. I was low-key on the verge of having I don't even want to say a breakdown, but I was low-key about to cry of just disappointment in myself that I actually convinced myself that that was a good idea. But I think all of us with curly wavy hair know that when you have curly or wavy hair, it kind of just has a mind of its own. So there's gonna be some days where you'll have a good hair day, and then some days where your hair just looks hella crazy and you just can't do shit with it. But I've been having my hair in a bun or a half up, half down style like this for the past couple days, just because I've been having a hard time accepting that I really jacked my shit up. But today I actually let it down because I just kind of wanted to be fuck it, let's just see how it looks. And it actually doesn't look that bad. So I don't know if it's just because of what I was wearing wasn't flattering, or I don't know what it is, but I put some, I'll show you guys what I used. I used this Ava curl cream, and it's basically a light hold, almost leave-in but for curly hair, and I kind of just scrunched it throughout my hair, and it made it look, it already looked good, but I wanted to kind of throw something in it to perfect the waviness a little bit, and I think it actually looks hella cute. I'm shook, but I kind of wanted to make a little video, not only for myself to kind of document how it's looking, how it looked around the time when I cut it, since I want to do 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, a little kind of update video on how my hair looks. So I don't know if I necessarily did something wrong. I don't know if my hair is gonna like take longer to grow or like it's gonna grow faster. Like I don't know really what's gonna happen. So I guess we'll see. But like I said, I just wanted to kind of like show you guys how it looks because I'm actually really feeling myself right now. Like this is a really different look for me. And this is officially the shortest I've ever cut my hair. But yeah, so update. I didn't completely take it out. So yeah. Also, I did just make a TikTok, so go follow me and show my videos some love. I don't have too many on public right now, but I am thinking about doing some little short like videos of my face after I do my makeup. I actually did get that idea from my friend Alejandra, so shout out to her. I mean, it's not like we're like the first people to do it or anything, but I just thought, well, honestly, one day I was just fucking bored and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna like try one of those videos because I've been coming up on a lot of pages like that on TikTok, and I think they're really cool when you're kind of not really in the mood to watch like a long YouTube video, but you're kind of like still trying to like, you know, you're in the mood to watch something like beauty related. So go follow me on that. I think my name is Angelique, but with an X instead of a U, and then B. But I'll go ahead and put it like right here for you guys so you guys don't forget. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to show you guys. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.